And then we'll click Start Streaming. Do you have the 3 essential pieces of live stream gear? We're going to talk about that today on Launch Your Live. Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of my 3-part webinar series on how to finally launch your live stream show. And this webinar series is dedicated to you, the business owner, the entrepreneur, the marketer, and you've been dying to launch a live stream show, but you've been held back by some of your fears. Maybe you're afraid that there'll be some dead air time, that you won't know what to say, that there'll be sort of some lag time in your show, or that some things will go wrong. Let me settle that fear. They will go wrong. Things are going to go wrong in your live stream. And in part 1 of this 3-part webinar series, I showed you, and we did that yesterday. You can still get the replay to that in the description box or in the Facebook chat bot. You'll understand how to create a live show template using my proprietary ROS system. And with our ROS system, you'll learn how to construct a show that is constantly moving from point A to point B to point 3, 4, and 5. Maybe I should have said C, D, and E. I don't know. I'm feeling crazy today, folks. I'm feeling crazy. This is my second or third live stream today. The ROS template is huge. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that later today. In today's training, I'm going to show you the 3 essential pieces of live stream gear that you absolutely need to have a desktop streaming situation like this one or like the one from the Business of Video podcast that you may have seen earlier today. In our final series, which will happen tomorrow, I'm going to show you my live stream repurposing strategy. And in that repurposing strategy, I'm going to show you how to take one 60-minute live stream and turn it into a handful of YouTube videos. I'm going to show you how to take one live stream and turn it into a handful of videos and a podcast. I'm going to show you how to take one live stream video and turn it into a handful of YouTube videos, a podcast, and a series of square video memes that you could be running on Instagram or Facebook. And I'm also going to show you how to take that same live stream, turn it into YouTube videos, Instagram videos, an iTunes program, and an Alexa voice program as well. This repurposing strategy will blow your mind. And when you put together a great show with the right gear and a good repurposing strategy, it takes us about maybe 2 hours a week for each show that we do. And we're currently running 8 different shows. I'm hosting 4 of those shows. But when you spend about 2 hours a week per show, you can generate thousands of views per week that drive traffic back to your website, that drive leads into your company, and will grow your business. So how many of you guys are into that? Who are into that type of thing? Say yeah in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see if I can actually pop out my chat a little bit and talk to you guys, because I just love it when you guys are in the room with me. And we've got a great. Let's see what happens when I look over this way. Which way do I look? So I want to switch I'm actually literally while we're talking, I'm switching the way things look on this particular computer. So what I want to do here is maybe we just get rid of this for a second here, and we come back. It's like no matter what I do, I'm all over the screen. My own face is all over the screen. So let's do this. There we go. All right, so let's just kind of say hi before we keep moving. Let's just say hi to some of the people that are watching today. Kevin Colby is saying knock, knock. Good to see you, Kevin Colby. You're knocking on the door, and we are here to answer. Them Hemsaths is watching. That's my beautiful wife. Pam is watching. She says, another live video. Cool. It is cool, Pam. Let me get rid of this window here. It's distracting me. That's my favorite screen capture program. And then who else do we have? We've got, where did this go? Did it not go away? It's like not going away. This little piece of technology is owning me right now. Look at that. I go to make a quick change and I end up, what is going on here today? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to force quit. You guys are watching live stream mayhem happen like right in front of your eyes. And it is what it is. Okay, so there we go. So now we're back. So who's out there? Geezer Skate Co. Air 5, great to see you. Lily Tree is saying, hello, stranger. Lily Tree, I hope we meet someday. I just enjoy so much having you here and being a part of the community. Matt Reed, good to see you. I just had a great conversation with Matt Reed. Midnight Madness is saying, what up, my man? Dan Norton, Owen video, crushing live video this week. Rosh Silers is saying, wow, I can't get enough Owen today. You're too kind. You're too kind, sir. And happy trails. Good to see you again. You're all over my computer today. The King is saying, yeah. Evan Carmichael logging in saying, give us an Owen video. Great to see you, Evan Carmichael. So glad you guys are here. Tony Jacobson logging in. Man, been a while, Tony. Were you on the stream yesterday? I'm glad you're back. Today, guys, we're going to be going over the 3 essential pieces of live stream gear guide. That was my fan that just fell over. Literally blew itself over. So you're watching live stream mayhem happen right now, but the show must go on. You see how like I don't even miss a beat because it's like, oh well, the fan's gone. You're going to see me sweat again today. But you know, we're going to have a great presentation because I'm going to show you the 3 pieces of live stream gear that are absolutely essential to a successful show. And then I'm going to show you some additional pieces of gear that I think that you need to have in order to have the type of show that you want to have. And I do mean show. All right, because some of you might be going, show? What is he talking about, a show? Well, I'm talking about exactly that. You want to have a show. You want to have a recurring live stream event that happens every single week so that you can engage your customers, right? So that you can engage your customers, so that you can establish authority in their minds and always be ready to serve their needs. See, what a lot of people do is they'll go live once, right? They'll go live once, and they won't go live again for the month. And by that time, your customers have forgotten about you. Your audience, maybe I should say audience, has forgotten about you because they're not quite customers yet, right? Or maybe you do like some live webinars like this one here, but you don't do them consistently. What I'm teaching you how to do is how to go live on a regular basis so that you're constantly engaging your audience. And I want to share with you guys some statistics here. Check this out on why live video is so freaking important. Okay, here's some stats, and this is all on my website, by the way, at thevideospot.net. And you can go there and you can check out these stats for yourself. Facebook live videos are watched 3 times longer than regular pre-recorded videos. 3 times longer. Which means, you know, if you go live on Facebook, you're going to attract 3 times the watch time of a regular video upload. And I'm guessing if you're not doing live, you're probably not uploading a ton of pre-recorded video. So live is huge for getting watch time. And you know what? I have a tendency to do this. I'm going to do a tangent real fast. I need a lower, Lily Tree said, I need a lower third that says, going off on a tangent, be back momentarily, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going off on a tangent real fast. Watch time is everything. The amount of time that a user spends watching your content is amazing. Think about the Super Bowl. These guys spend $5, $10 million. Maybe it's much more. Do you guys know how much a Super Bowl commercial costs? Let me know in the comment section. Millions of dollars on a commercial that someone's going to watch for 22 seconds. Maybe less. Watch time is everything. You can spend nothing other than the gear, right? And have people watching you for 8, 15, 45 minutes. I have people that watch me 3 times a week for 45 minutes. Imagine what that will do for your company and for your brand, okay? Users comment on Facebook Live videos at 10 times the rate of regular pre-recorded video. I shared this one with you guys yesterday. Live video is more appealing to brand audiences, as 80% would rather watch live video from a brand or a company than read a blog or read a social media posts. Behind the scenes access is a huge draw for 87% of audiences. Now, if you guys go and watch me on Instagram, if we're not connected on Instagram, you've got to go ahead and add me there. I'm gonna go. I popped out the chat, so now I have to come back and find you. I'm gonna restore the chat. Kevin Colby is saying at least $3 million for a Super Bowl commercial. I mean, that sounds pretty good. So my Instagram, I want you guys to follow me over there if you're not already following me, is Instagram.com/Owen Video. I think actually HTTP Instagram.Owen/Owen Video. And if you guys are watching this on the replay on YouTube, go into the live chat and sort of follow that there. But look, on Instagram, I do behind the scenes on my stories, and I get over 100 views a day on my stories. My average story gets 100 views a day. Bigger stories get even more watch time, and that's huge because on Instagram, I'm driving people over to my regular content. And the last stat I want to share with you today is that 45% of live video audiences would pay for live, exclusive, or on-demand video from a favorite team, speaker, or performer. That's you, Rosh Silers. That is you, Kevin Colby. That is you, Real Estate Whisperer. You know, you guys can be creating product packages and services based on your live stream shows. And so that's why we're doing this. Now, I want to introduce you to somebody before we get started, and I know you're interested in getting into the gear today. I want to introduce you to someone. I want you to introduce you to Jason. Come here, Jason. Come on in. Share the scene with me a little bit. This is Jason. Jason is my live stream producer. So when we bring on a new client, we get phone calls. They say, "Owen, I want to start a live stream show. Can you help me?" Jason builds out the whole show. He creates the structure. He adds the graphics. You help with the guests. A lot of time we rely on our customers to tell us who to book as guests. And you run the show. You're actually pushing the buttons while you're live. Now, you run 4 different live stream shows, or at least you have like a total of 4 shows. What would you say is the number one success, like the number one thing that makes a live stream show successful? Let us know. Tell our audience here.
I say without a doubt it's the ROS.
Why you might have to get closer to the mic.
Without a doubt, it's the ROS, the run of show, because it's really important to have a structure. If you're going to go live and you have a great message, you want it in a nice format so you can follow.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important thing. And nice camera gear is good. And
yeah.
And everything's great, but run a show, super important.
You can have a great camera, you can have a great setup, but without that ROS, you won't know what to talk about, and you're going to get easily distracted. Jason, thanks for coming on board. You know, I know he's kind of winding out his day here today. So everyone say goodbye to Jason. We'll see you, Jason. We'll see you on Friday when you come over to run the show on Friday. So the ROS is key, folks. If you have not watched the training on the ROS, you need to go back and watch that. Today, part 2 is going to focus. Evan Carmichael says, I just love... dang, my message was hidden. You know, I want you guys to know Evan Carmichael is not just like this amazing live streamer that we love or amazing YouTube creator that we love. He's also, a mentor to me. And he is somebody that I've been able to come to in times of struggle. And I've sought encouragement and motivation from him. So, Evan, I'm so glad that you're here. And Evan is saying, the first person to give Owen Video a super chat, I'll go to your channel and give my feedback on your most recent video. So you guys hear that? Evan Carmichael has said, the first person to leave a super chat, which is like a tip, Evan will go to your channel and give feedback on your most recent video. So, go! Right? And Evan, thank you so much for that. I just love your support, and I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, guys, let's talk today. What we're going to go into today are the 3 the 3 essential pieces of live stream gear that you need. And I'm even going to show you a bonus essential that you didn't see coming. And I'm going to show you some additional pieces of gear that you can get, all very affordable, that you can get to help you run your live stream show. Kevin Colby with the very first super chat. Booyah! That is amazing. And Kevin Colby is just one of my favorite live stream creators doing amazing stuff. Okay, so let's talk about gear, guys. Now, to do this, I'm actually going to go behind the scenes with you a little bit. To do that, I have to take my camera off the hook. So it's going to get a little wiggly. As I sort of remove this from its handle, okay? And I want to go behind the scenes with you and show you, how do I sound, by the way? How's the audio? I know you're not going to hear me perfectly. We'll see you later, Evan. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're not going to hear me perfectly today, okay, with this microphone, but I want you to be able to hear me sort of enough, because I want to show you my behind the scenes. So it's quiet. You say it's quiet. Okay, I'm going to crank it up. How is it now? Is it better? Can you hear? So I'm holding this right now, but you can hear me. Live stream mayhem. Audio is low. Pardon. Okay, so it's still pretty low. Let's see if I can't crank this up on loopback here, because I'm really going to give you sort of like a behind the scenes thing. Okay, no, you guys are saying it's better. It's better. Okay, great. All right, we'll leave it at that, and I'll talk as loud as I can to make sure that you're getting what you need from this presentation. So, the 3 pieces of equipment that you absolutely need for your live stream show is a camera. You need a great webcam. You need a professional microphone, and you need a ring light. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you the exact equipment that I use, but I'm also going to show you the equipment that I think you should use. Okay, and I just want to make sure that everything's here and everything is in fact here. So let's start with the webcam, okay? And to do that, I want to show you, before we start, actually, I want to show you where I'm live streaming, okay? Because I'm actually live streaming in my son's bedroom. Now, for the purposes of definition, I want to just specify that Kanan is my stepson, and he's here at the house every other week. And the reason that's essential is because, I'm not in his room 24/7, right? Or, he's only here. He's only here half the week. And so that made this a perfect place to live stream. So what we've got here, okay, is I've got my office in this small little corner, and from right here to right here is about 13 feet. So I'm only using up about half of the room's length, okay? And I'm using up, all in all, about one quarter of the room. So why is that important? That's important because anybody can set up a good-looking live stream studio in your house, okay? Let's talk about the camera that you need. I want you guys to get a Logitech camera. Now, let's take this down. I'm using the Logitech C920, and the reason I'm using the C920 is because this was the best camera on the marketplace a couple years ago. And there's a lot of stuff that I really like about this. So let's actually... Now, this is a great camera for a lot of good reasons. First of all, this is the Logitech C920. It's a little outdated now, so I would probably recommend that you get the Logitech C922 or the C930. Those are going to be better cameras, and they're going to vary. In price. So take a look at the Logitech and why this is such a great camera. First of all, it's got a pivoting neck. Watch this. right? So the neck pivots, but it's also, I've also got this, this functionality here. So it perfectly attaches to like a laptop screen or the top of your computer screen. So I can kind of get this in varying places and then angle the neck to get exactly the right view that I want. Now, it is a USB camera. It's a USB camera, which means it will plug and play onto any PC or to any Mac device. There's no drivers you need to install. It does broadcast in a true HDP, and the better your light is, the better your camera is going to look. I've heard people say all over the place, "Oh, I bought that camera, Owen, but it's blurry. I should get a new camera." And I say, no. You need to get better light, and we're going to get to that in just a quick second. So what I want to do is just kind of show you what this camera looks like on Amazon. Okay, so the Logitech C920 right here, the exact camera I'm showing you right now is $50. Okay, it's a $50 camera, so it's very affordable. I own 2 of these for when I travel. I can keep one with me, and then I don't have to separate the I don't have to take it off of my computer. I can keep the setup going. All right, and I'm just kind of going through some of these pictures for you. You can see that streamlined neck design. Okay, but it's $49. The Logitech C930 has an extended 90-degree view, which means it's like half of a 360 cam. So you're gonna get a wider view. It's almost gonna look rounded, right? If you buy the C930, it's almost gonna have like a rounded look to it, but you get a wider view. It's also true HD. It's also Skype certified, right? As you can see here. And it's a slightly more expensive camera. It's $79.50. Okay, now there's also the Logitech Brio. Now the Logitech Brio, let's see what we got here. The Logitech Brio is an Ultra HD webcam for video conferencing, recording, and streaming. It's $158, but it broadcasts in 4K. Now, it's designed for Windows 10, XSplit, OBS. It works with Mac, works with Windows. Okay? And it's really a great piece of technology. So if you've got a couple extra bucks, the Logitech Brio is a great way to go. Now, I recommended this to one of my clients, and they bought it for their webinar presentations. Amazing. He green screens his stuff. Now, he doesn't always like remove the background, but the green is always there, and it's brilliant, and it pops, and it's just amazing. So I love the Logitech Brio. I'm going to go to your comments right now. Check It Media is saying, I have the Logitech C922. Yeah, the C922 is sort of the interim level webcam. So if we go back to Amazon here and we look at the Logitech, because I'm seeing like a lot of you guys have the Logitech C922. The C922 is the next level up from the camera that I have, and this is one where Logitech understood, right, that everybody was sort of using these streaming capabilities. So this is it right here, $88. Okay, the Logitech C922 Pro Stream Webcam, full 1080 with background replacement technology for YouTube or Twitch streaming. So this one is designed for sort of that background, like to get the green screen background removed from your video, which is perfect for streamers like gamers. And even like if you're, how many of you guys know Dottotech's work? Or Steve Dotto over at Dottotech, right? He does a lot of that stuff, and he may have a Z922. Great stuff and very, very affordable. Lily Tree is saying, I've got the same webcam. There you go. Pam is saying you can get the C920 for good money now as people are selling it to get a new one. Absolutely right. Check It Media is saying the C930, he says, I like the C920 more than the C930 based on the tests that he's seen. The 4K Brio is, in my opinion, better than all of them. So you might be wondering, well, Owen, why don't you buy a Brio then? Why, if you like it so much, why don't you buy it? I'll tell you why. Because I have 4 kids, I have a business, I have clients, I have costs, and I have 2 fully functional, amazing webcams. That's why. I don't need to buy it, right? It's kind of like if it's not broke, why fix it, right? And my live stream system isn't broke right now. Now, okay, here's the other thing, is that Facebook doesn't even let you live stream in 4K. You can only go in 1080. So having, and I do have 2 4K cameras in the back studio, but if you haven't bought anything yet, $158 gets you a 4K webcam. $49 gets you the exact same camera I have. Happy Trails Hiking is saying, not expensive, good thing, still no sponsorships for us. You know, Happy Trails Hiking, you know, I get it. We really should talk about getting you sponsorships. Everybody that I've worked with on sponsorships has a sponsorship now. It's something to think about. Lily Tree is saying, I've had blurriness, but I never thought it could be the light. It's always the light. A camera does nothing but capture light. That's what a camera does. And if you don't have proper lighting, you're gonna get blur. Vazio is back saying, hello, am I too late? Pff, no, you're just on time. Glad to have you here. Now, Awesome Sauce is saying, Owen, you can use a cam link and a camera with an HDMI out. A little more expensive, but the quality is insane. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's talk about that. Now, what Awesome Sauce is talking about is getting your regular DSLR camera, and then you buy a piece of technology called a cam link, okay? And a cam link plugs into your camera and then plugs into your computer, and it converts the signal, so it makes your DSLR a webcam. Amazing piece of technology. Cam links are $90. I bought 3 years ago. I've been live streaming for a long time. 3 years ago, you had to buy a Blackmagic device for like $200 to $300, right? And the moment that they're dealt with harshly, you drop it too hard, or I don't mean drop it. I mean like you put it on your desk too hard, it breaks. Fragile, very fragile piece of equipment. So the cam link's amazing. Downside, not every DSLR has a clean HDMI out functionality, okay? Which means what? It means that you're still going to get like the little face tracking box over your face, or you're going to have the date. Like the date will still appear on screen, or you might have like all the little camera icons, because what the cam link does is it doesn't convert the lens to your webcam. It takes the viewfinder on your webcam and it streams that. So cam twist works well, but you have to make sure you have the right camera first, okay? And that's something to consider. Joanne Jackson is writing, do you recommend wireless headphones? I do not recommend wireless headphones. Wireless headphones just aren't reliable, and for live streaming, you should be plugging directly in. We're going to come back to that in a second. Let's see what we got. Joanne Jackson is saying, can you blur the background? Blurring the background is a function of light and lens. Okay, it's light and lens. And on most of these webcams, you're not going to get that feature. You're going to get that blurred background, what we call bokeh, B-O-K-E-H, that bokeh effect you're going to get from plugging a DSLR in. Check It Media is saying the background removal in the C922 is not very good. Good to know. Good to know. Happy Trails is saying, I'm using the camera on my computer to get the content out there. Great. Takes money to make money, just not sure where to spend it first. Okay, can you reach out to me, Happy Trails, on Facebook? Reach out to me in a private message, and let's just jump on the phone for a few minutes. Okay, all right, now we're getting into, okay, the King is saying certain Canon DSLRs have a recording time limit of 30 minutes. Amazing point. Now, if you're using your DSLR through Camlink, it eliminates the recording time because you're not actually recording. However, you might be dealing with, you guys like that? That's my pseudo, my fake, not being in the middle of the screen is like killing me. So how's that perfectionism? Here's the other thing. A lot of people have auto battery off, like a time saver battery on their camera. So you'll live stream for 8 minutes and then your camera will go off, right? So you have to have all those settings in place, and that's why Camlink is a little bit more advanced and not something I necessarily want to promote for you guys today. If you want to have a reliable, weekly, easy to produce, affordable live stream show, get one of the webcams. Get the Logitech C920, the C922, the C930, or the Brio. Get a Logitech camera, okay? Let's move on. All right, so that's the Logitech camera. That's this little guy that I was sharing with you right now. The second piece of equipment that you need to get, okay, is a professional microphone. Now, this part kind of irks me because nobody does this. You know, we skimp on the microphones, but microphones are very important. What I want to do first is I want to kind of put this back. May not be super important, but it's just important for me that you guys have a good frame and that I'm able to kind of angle this and do what I want with it. So we've talked about the webcam. That's solved, right? So it's like Mythbusters. It's like we've solved it, okay? Now let's talk about the microphone. This is an ATR 2100 microphone. How many of you guys already have this microphone? Let me know in the comment section. The ATR stands for Audio. Let's see if we can get that to come up. Audio Technica. And you can see my camera trying to focus on it. The Audio Technica. This is an amazing starter microphone. Now, oh, and you're not even using it. No, I'm using a much more expensive microphone that you cannot even tell the difference unless you're an audio junkie, right? You won't even be able to tell the difference. So the Audio Technica, let's actually go to that on our Amazon here. Okay, so the Audio Technica, oh my gosh, guys, this is a steal. This is a steal. It's $64. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this in the comment area so that you guys can go and grab that if you want. It's a great price, guys. It's rarely at that price. This is more like an $80 microphone. So I see this, and you know how this kind of stuff works, right? It's like based on the popularity of the product, the price goes up and down on Amazon. So the ATR 2100 is a cardioid mic, which means that it takes in sound from around this general area. So it's not gonna, you're not gonna want to talk into it like, you're not gonna hold it like this, right? You're gonna want to speak directly into the mic. Now I do have two of these mics. And one I keep in my video go bag. Okay, so I have a Bubum video go bag, and it's a pretty cool piece of equipment. You'll see, we'll get to that. The Audio Technica has a couple great features. Number one, and I see some people leaving comments about Blue Yetis and Snowballs and different kinds of mics. We'll get to that. This has three different things that I love. Okay, it's got a jack right here for headphones. Okay, so you could actually plug your audio directly, and you could be monitoring your own audio directly from this. So Joanne, going back to your question about, let me just switch this around. going back to your question, Joanne, another reason why you don't necessarily want to have wireless headphones, right? You plug in. And wireless anything when you're live streaming is a bad idea. I hardwire everything. I hardwire my computer. I hardwire my gear. Everything's plugged in. But it's also got an XLR adapter. An XLR is that 3-prong microphone cord that we're all used to seeing. But it's also got a USB adapter. So this microphone can work with a soundboard. It can work as a microphone for an event. You could plug this microphone into, you know, at your church or at a community center, and it will work as a microphone. It's got an on-off switch right here, and it's got a blue light up here to tell you when the microphone is on. You probably can't see that too well, right? But it's got a blue light. There, you can kind of see it right now. It's got a light right here that will tell you when the microphone is hot, and I just love that. So for these reasons, I've also got, this is your volume, so you can turn the volume up. For $64, this is a perfect mic. Now, this is a windscreen, and this goes on top of the mic. We're brothers. Oh, brother, it's great to see you. I'm just kidding. I can't believe I even did that. The windscreen is going to help keep your mic clean. Okay, if you guys could see my desk right now, you'd see a lot of spit, a lot of spittle, right? I have to clean my computer screens constantly. It's just a law of live streaming. So it keeps your mic clean, but it also reduces hiss and your p sounds, right? Your sharp consonant sounds that can blow a mic out. When you say things like Peter Piper picked, right? If you were seeing my screen right now, you would see, in fact, I may even want to turn my mic down a little bit. You could see that my audio is peaking. That little green thing is just jumping to the top. Having this on top of it will reduce the harshness of those noise. The mic also comes with a mic stand, and I'm using a mic arm here, okay? But a mic stand is great. You don't want to hold your mic, all right? So having, you know, this mic arm is great because look at this, right? And now I've got my live stream set up. So you might be thinking, well, it's, you know, and it's too low, but remember, it's a cardioid mic, so it's designed to get volume right here. Another great advantage of the ATR 2100. Now let me show you one other thing here. Okay, books. Put your mic on a couple books, right? And now look at how my audio is set up here. I've got the mic in the view, which I think is important because I think it makes your setup look better when I can see your mic. And I mean, I'm not. So look at how great that looks, right? I know you can't hear me, but just by propping this up on some books, you've got like a good looking setup here, and you could even sort of like, you know, move this off to the side and you know, I could even lift it up even higher and have it in the frame. I think it's a good idea to have your microphone in the frame with you. So I'm going to put those books down right here so that we can continue moving. So that's the microphone that I think you guys need to get. And you need to get it right now. Is the ATR 2100. Okay, that's everything you see here. And again, I'm not trying to sell you a mic, right? I put my link in the description box, but you know, I don't care about the 80 cents commission I'm going to get on that, right? What I'm more interested in is that you buy something now, right? If you've been in this place where like, I don't know what to get, this is what you get. Now, on Amazon, you can find a lot of these package deals. And you can pay $20 more and get a set of headphones, and you can get a pop filter and some different things. And if you want to do that, great. I mean, those are Tascam headphones, so that's not bad to wear Tascam on your ears. Tascam's a great company. You're going to pay more, right? It's $89 for this different package, but also a good idea. And then what I'll do is I'll just put this into the to the chat box area right now. All right, so let's go to your questions. Dan Norton is saying, I believe JLD requires his podcast guests to get that mic. before they record EO Fire. I heard he actually sends them a mic. That's what I heard. And I'm not exactly sure about that. But you're right. He's the ATR 2100. I bet you he bought a bunch of them in bulk. Geezer Skateco is saying if you use wireless headphones, there will be a delay. 100%. Dan Norton is saying Pat Flynn and JLD both recommend. So Pat Flynn and John Lee Dumas, both. I would call Pat Flynn a friend. Like he's a bud. He's in the community. We see each other all the time. John Lee Dumas, I know him. We've met each other. I wouldn't say that we're buds. Like we don't call each other or write each other on Facebook or anything like that. But we know we both know each other. We see each other a lot, and an amazingly brilliant guy. So when two brilliant guys are recommending the same mic that I'm recommending, I think you're in a good place. Okay, so Geezer Skateco is saying I have a Snowball. It's meh. I hear the Yeti is good. So Matt Reed is saying I have a Snowball Ice mic. It's great for $50. So let me just kind of go and look at that. Here's the difference. And I'm not trying to sell you the ATR, but why I would recommend the ATR. Okay, if you already have something, great. Stay with it. Okay? If you already have something, stay with it. So here's the Snowball Ice right here. Okay, it's this type of microphone. Looks pretty cool. So I got no reason to hate it. Matt Reed, tell me about the adapter on this. Is that a USB adapter? Most of the microphones out there are going to be USB only, and this is exactly why I don't like the Blue Yeti. So I told my client to buy 2 of these. He went out and he bought 2 Blue Yetis, and they don't have XLR adapters, which means he can't plug it into the multi-mix, the Alesis multi-mix, which you need to have for the type of live streaming that he's doing. I'm going to get into the multi-mix in a second. I don't want to get too distracted by it, but one of the reasons the ATR is so incredible, okay, is because it has 3 different connection options. 2. It has the USB and the XLR. Okay, so you can work this with anything. Blue Yeti, you can't take that to the community center and use it for your next presentation, right? You can't take it to the Chamber of Commerce. You can't connect it to your portable stereo or your portable speaker. Dan Norton is going back to the camera conversation. Yeah, he says the problem with my Canon 60D is it stops after 12 minutes. 80D is going to be the right way to go, but you're right, it's very, very expensive. Check It Media is using a much more expensive mic. He says he loves it, but yeah, it sounds the best. Okay, so Geezer is saying the Yeti sounds best from other people I've heard. Here's the thing. You and I are live streamers, right? Or at least we want to be. What we are going to hear is going to be different than what your listener hears. Your listener's not going to hear those subtle differences, right? You're going to hear that. And so I wouldn't go with subtle differences. I would go for versatility. I really would, right? A lot of reasons that I love this mic here is like it comes with this stand here, okay? But I can take those legs off, right? And I can pop this right onto it would connect like this is how it would go on. So that's how it would go on. And if you go back and you look at my very early video podcasts, I'm using this mic. In fact, I used this mic for like a year, bought a second one, then bought this one. I bought this one because I had a good month. And I wanted to have the same mic as Nick Nimmin. I wanted us to have matching mics for the podcast, and that's why I did that. So I love this for the versatility. It works on a mic arm. It'll work on a stand. It'll work on a music stand. Just all around is great. Only Matt Reed is saying the Snowball is USB only. Okay, so then there you go. You're kind of you're kind of off. Geezer Skateco is saying versatility is a good point. Okay, so let's move on then to the final piece of essential gear. The final piece of essential gear is a ring light. You need a ring light. And to do that, I'm going to show you guys what a ring light actually looks like. So let's go again. Okay, so we're behind the scenes again, and I'm showing you this ring light. Let me go ahead and turn it off. Okay, so let's take a look. Take a look at what this looks like. Okay, like that, and then we take a look at what it looks like. Right here. And you just get more brilliance and more pop from the ring light. Okay, here's the other thing, is that right now it's daytime. I have daylight coming in, but what about nighttime? Nighttime in this room without a ring light would absolutely suck. And the ring light is a better light than a box light or those, like can lights. Those lights tend to be really focused. Like a box light's going to diffuse all the light in your room, and on a dark night, you're still going to get a lot of darkness. Can light's going to focus right in on your face, and it's going to highlight like this, but nothing else. And so you want to be really conscious of that type of thing. So let's take a look at this ring light. This is an 18-inch. This is an 18-inch ring light, okay? And I've got a pivot head on this. It's kind of hard to do here. So I can adjust the head. Give me a second here, folks. So see this? Right? I can adjust where I want this light. Now, I'm sorry that my camera is getting all crazy on you. But I wanted to show you that pivoting head neck. And why that's important is look at my light. My light is actually bouncing off the ceiling and then coming down onto my face, which is how I'm getting less harsh light, okay? It comes with its own stand that stands on 3 legs. And it has a carrying case so that I can take it on trips. Look at this guy, by the way. Look at this guy. He doesn't want to be, you don't want to be bothered. So what I can do is I can take the ring light with me on an airplane. I can travel with it, and that is exactly what I'm planning to do for Video Marketing World. Okay, so with my camera back up, I'm going to go into find the newer. It's called the newer ring light. And let's go check this out. Okay, so the newer ring light, I have an 18-inch ring light. And I do see your questions coming in, so I will come back to those. You can see here that there's like a 14-inch ring light. That might be too loud. A 14-inch ring light. You got an 18-inch ring light. And they're all like kind of in the same ballpark here. So look, this is the one that I bought. And I might just buy it. It's almost like worth it to buy another one right now. I think this is the one that I bought. It's always so hard to tell because yeah, I did. So I purchased this on March 11th. So this is the ring light I bought, $56. So think about that, guys. $50 for the mic, $50 for the camera, $50 for the ring light, and $60 for the microphone. I mean, you're looking at $165, maybe $175 after like shipping and everything, or you probably mostly have Prime, but taxes depending on what state you're in. In California, they tax all of our Amazon purchases. if you've got a couple extra bucks, you know, you can get something like this. And if I were to do it today, I would probably go this route here and spend the 99 bucks. Check, good. Audio still on. And with 99 bucks, you can get these pieces here that help you to balance the lights. You've got some diffusers here. And you've even got, look at that, is that a dimmer switch or a, what is it? What is that switch right there? I love it. Is that a trigger? I'm trying to find what it is. Yeah, I guess it's a hot shoe adapter with Bluetooth receiver. So I think it turns it on is what it does. Okay, lighting makes all the difference in your live stream. But what I like most about this ring light, I was using a diffuser for years. I mean, literally, like it's this big box light. You take a look. Just look at these. Let's go light kit. So I was using, you know, lights that were more like this. And I showed you what my room looks like, right? I showed you how, like, I'm only using a small section of, I'm only using 25% of this room, right? And I had this big old freaking thing in here, right? It was so huge. And I felt like that was just a burden to my kid. And I only used one. You see 3 lights in here. I only used one. I had one in here. The problem with this diffused lighting is that it's not a good key light, right? It doesn't like fill everything in. Now, you guys might be saying, oh, and you're a little blown out up here and whatnot. I get that. Remember that I'm moving stuff around and I'm not like, it's not like my ideal setup. I'm doing all sorts of things. But this ring light fills up the entire space. It really makes this blue wall very brilliant, don't you think? It really pops out. Look at the contrast here. What a box light's gonna do, like a light kit like this, it's gonna like cast a shadow on everything. It's gonna make everything sort of equal. And you've really got to watch out for that, right? You really have to be very careful for that. Because you don't want that you don't want that happening. So get the ring light, and I would say get get the $99 one. If you want, get the $50 one. And you'll find that between the light, the mic, and the camera, you're going to have a great looking live stream show. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show your comment there. Check It Media saying direct light can be hard sometimes. I use a softbox. That's the word I'm looking for, a softbox. Or a ring light. Remember, guys, with lights, you don't have to put them directly on you. You can have them bounce off of a wall or bounce off of the ceiling, which is what I do for the most case here. Happy Trails hiking. I think you should definitely get to Video Marketing World. It's where you belong. It really is. You know, it's where you belong. Mike Swaim is saying, can the ring light run on batteries? Not this one. And I would get away from battery operation. Here's why. You're not going to get the same power. Remember how I said I don't go wireless on anything? I plug everything in. Ring light I plug in. You want to have the power of electricity in your light, okay? Also, you don't want your battery to die in the middle of your show. You don't want your batteries have to be replaced. I mean, I have a couple lights with battery, and I never use them. It's extra stuff. It's extra stuff. Vazio is saying, is it important to have diffusion on the lights in your live stream? A lot of that depends on your room, the space that you're in. But if you're going to use diffuse lighting, you're going to have to use 3 of them and a key light and a head and a what do you call it? A headlight. The name escapes me right now. But backlighting right here. Diffuse light is weaker. It spreads it more evenly, and it can be a burden. So I would watch out. I would watch out for that. Check It Media saying, I bought a ring light with LEDs for $70, dimmable and stand, not a bad price. Yeah, if you could post a link to that, that'd be great. I think if you can buy a ring light that's dimmable, you're in a great place. Geezer Skate Co. is saying, if you have a ring light and have eyeglasses, raise it higher so you don't get googly eyes on the glasses. Yeah, a ring light does kind of do, you can't even see it. A ring light does give you a kind of a different type of reflection in your eyeball. But as long as you're angling it to the side or you should be okay. Okay. So Lily Tree is saying few more items to add to my list. Look, here's my main message, because we got to get out of here. My main message to you today is this: is those 3 items are all that you need. You need the webcam, you need the microphone, and you need the ring light. And I just showed you can get all of this stuff for under $200, and you will be using the exact same presentation that I've used in my shows forever. Now, I did promise you a couple extra bonus pieces of gear, and I want to show those to you right now, because these things will make your life even better. So the first thing I want to talk about is a mic arm right here. This was $20, and it has the mic cord built into it. It came with this microphone. This is a Rode Procaster. Came with this what's it called? Like a gravity arm. Geezer, I'm using OBS right now to stream, and it's not my favorite. It's not. It's just the easiest. And I have producers run my shows, right? I'd love to show you guys my model sometime. My producers get paid to run my client shows, and in exchange they run my shows. So you see how that works? It's a neat little thing. So this is called like a tension arm, right? And it allows the microphone to move a little bit without making too much noise. Shock mount. Thank you, Kevin. It's a shock mount. This came with the mic, okay? So I've got a shock mount and I've got a mic arm, and this adds to the look of what I'm doing here, right? Second thing is I bought this at Mike Flag's PBS or something. I got to find out what that was. I'm gonna go Mike Flag. Impact PBS is where I bought it. Impact PBS. And the reason that that's important is because you can buy one at a time. So I bought one mic, a flag. This is called a mic flag, by the way. And it brands my show. I mean, look at how great that looks. And I've got this Owen video, but I've also got the Business of Video podcast. So when I do my podcast with Nick, I've got a different look for the show. So I like the microphone, but and all of this kind of like I'm on a Mac, Geezer. All of this kind of like makes sense for the show. 2 more things I want to show you. Okay, the next is the Alesis multi-mix mixer. Let me see if I can kind of get the camera over here. Okay, so this is I wish you guys could see what I'm doing here. Like I'm fully like over here. The Alesis multi-mix allows me to plug in 2 different microphones and monitor my audio. Check. You guys see that? And monitor my audio in this small device that's no bigger. It's actually smaller, I think. And it's smaller than a DVD player. So the multi-mix is a USB adapted, it's a USB adapter, or it's got a USB input. I'm going to go look it up. And I really like the company, Alesis. They just do good stuff, multi-mix. And they make a variety of these, mostly for musicians. I don't even think they care about live streamers. But, it's $109, and I would say it's probably the best piece of equipment that I've purchased in terms of like improving my quality of show. So I've got these for $100. It's USB. It plugs directly into my Mac, and then I can plug my mics into the multi-mix. And so what that allows me to do is I could plug both of these mics in. I could have a guest here, and we could both be talking with high quality audio. It also takes care of some of the echo, and that's a feature that I really, really love. Okay, so the multi-mix is something that is a great piece of machinery. The Bubum case, I did a whole video on this, on having a travel bag, a go kit, a video go kit that you keep your gear in. So if you're going to go to a conference, you know, when I go to the conferences, what I do here, okay, what I'll do, this is pictures my grandma gave me. You guys want to see? That looks like my brother. Want to see baby Owen? There's baby Owen right there. So what I do is I'll put my camera right in here. I've got all my adapters in there, and it's a padded case. This can go either right into my backpack or into my carry-on luggage. So it's a great piece to have. Now, the final thing that I want to share with you guys in terms of what you need to have to make a great-looking live show is this. You got to have a great-looking background. You got to have a great-looking background. This sort of took me a long time because I'm not visually creative. Like, if you look at my thumbnails, not a strength for me at all. Thumbnails are not a strength. In fact, it's taken me a lot of work to just make them halfway decent. So visually, I'm not strong, right? I'm more a conceptual guy. This took me a long time to create, but I painted my whole wall blue. I didn't even finish it, really. Right, you can see it's not even finished, really. Okay, but here's what I did. I bought a vinyl background off of Amazon. If you could see it, it's vinyl. It's not real. I painted my wall blue, and I put some shelving up here. I bought the pillow online. This is actually a calendar, but I bought it because Owen video, right? And that's what it says. It says Owen video. And then I bought this. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's actually like a Bluetooth speaker, but I've never used it that way. I only have it there because it's yellow and it contrasts the rest of the wall. So I want to show you guys some ideas. Let me just go brick wall background. Okay, so you can go into Amazon and you can go type in brick wall background and look at this. Right? I can buy, most of them are 5 by 7 foot, but you can get this one in 6.5 by 10, 8 by 8, 8 by 10, 10 by 10. You know, this might be something for me to buy, actually. I might just buy this. And it looks phenomenal. This actually looks really good. So I might actually get this one. And why? Just so I have it. It's a great deal. It may not always be that price. And it's only $16.99. So you can go onto Amazon and you can pick this stuff up for really, really affordable. And they got tons of different stuff here. So look at this one. Here's a brick wall background, but look at this. They give you a whole bunch of different options here. Oh my gosh, how much is this? $35. It's a little bit more, but it's still affordable. Here's the thing about these brick wall backgrounds, any kind of background, is if you are shooting on a beige background, you are boring people. You are boring people. You have got to spice up the look of where you are, and you do that with your background. Go look at Nick Nimon's background. It's phenomenal. It's really, really good. So having a solid background, right? And I bought this. This kind of took me a while to find the right one. And even the one I got, like I bought this and it wasn't great. So I added this paper backing behind it to really make it kind of like stand out. The background that you're shooting in is really going to make all the difference. No bricklaying skills required, says Lily Tree. Happy Trails is saying you can sometimes get them used from photographers. That's interesting. Costume Co is saying I paid $40 for my mic flag. I got mine for $25. So I think it was 27 after like shipping and everything. Geezer is saying didn't even think about the brick wall. Yeah, man. Do you know Jeremy Vest, right? Jeremy Vest actually got faux bricks and had to install 3D bricks on his wall. This right here, $20. $20. Costume Co is saying, I love the brick wall. The blue is very nice. Yeah, I bet you'd be better at this than I would be, Costume Co. Vozio is saying, or Vazio is decorate your environment. You have to transport people. When you go live and you're in your bedroom and it's the same beige wall that everybody has, and maybe it's eggshell white, maybe it's taupe, right? But on camera, it's all going to look the same to the viewer. You have to transport them somewhere. And that's exactly what we've done here. Like when I go live, you're transported into my studio. And that's exactly where I want you to be. Geezer is saying, I thought Jeremy was in his garage. No, he's in a room in his house. I've been there. I've been in the room. Costume codes, and that's in Canadian dollars, so $40 Canadian. So that might be about 25, right? American. I don't know exactly, but I know you guys pay more for your stuff. So that's did Brian from Automotive just get here? Check It Media is saying Mike flags in Holland are over $100. Yeah. Geezer Skate Company saying, what's a DVD player? That's funny. I'm still using a VCR, a VHS cassette tape player. Awesome. Hey, guys, I'm so glad you joined me here today, and I want to let you know that we are going to be putting together a live stream mastermind group. Now, I don't have all the details for that right now, but I would love for you to be a part of that group. There'll be a small fee to join, and what we're going to do is we're going to put together training for the live stream community, and I need your help. I need your help in coming up with the right video topics and in discovering what are the big trainings that we should be talking about and what are the objections we should be solving. So I'll talk about that later in the week, but this is something that I want to invite you guys to be a part of because you've been with me on this journey and you're obviously serious about live streaming. So, if that's something that you want to know about, just put show me in the comment section right now. We'll reach out to you. We'll do it by the end of the week. We've still got more webinars to do. But I would love to know who is interested in taking that next step with me. So type show me in the comment section below if you'd be interested in learning more about being in a mastermind with me. And really developing your show and helping us to develop training content for other people out there that aren't even as advanced as you are. I mean, I know a lot of you are thinking, hey, I'm advanced, I'm not advanced. I haven't even started live streaming yet, but you're here. You're here. Think about that person that's out there that's like, I don't even know what to do, but I need to do something. That's the person we want to reach out to. So we've got Dan Norton saying, show me. Costume Co. show me. Happy Trail show me. Awesome. Awesome. V-React, so glad you're here. Guys, write show me in the comment section if that's something that you'd love to just know more about, right? It's no pressure. Just I want to know who is into live streaming because I'm telling you guys right now, I've built my whole business on YouTube. I create YouTube channels for companies all over the world. And I am seriously considering giving all of that up and focusing 100% on live stream because I am so passionate about it. And I think I'm really good at it. So thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for the final training. The final training is going to be on my repurposing program and how we take an hour live stream and we make it YouTube videos. We turn it into Square videos. We turn it into video ads. We turn it into iTunes and brand new, we turn it into Alexa presentations. How to, Matt Reed. Matt Reed, you the man. That's a little winky between me and Matt Reed because he sort of already has an upper hand on some of you guys because he reached out to me. He was like, dude, right? I need more. And so we talked a little bit about that. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. It has been a pleasure streaming with you today. If you enjoyed what you saw, share it with somebody. Go give it to somebody. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next and the final installment of the 3-part webinar Launch Your Live, how to create authority and close sales with live video. Thanks for being here with me. Happy trails. Don't forget to reach out to me on Facebook. We'll see you guys tomorrow.